Hello, I am Majid 2006. Welcome to the channel What We Are Why. If you're wondering what the differences are between making love with someone and having sex, you've come to the right place. There are plenty of terms used to describe intercourse. Having sex and making love are the most common, but they don't mean exactly the same thing. One is more meaningful than the other. You might not have slept with many people, or you may never have slept with someone you truly cared about before, so it may feel confusing. These will help you figure out if you're having just sex, or if you're sharing something more intimate and genuinely making love. 1. Is it exclusive? If you're hooking up with various people, or the person you're sleeping with is seeing other people, you're probably just having sexual intercourse with each other. It's much easier to sleep around when you don't have feelings for anyone. There's no guilt or loyalty involved, so you can just enjoy yourself, safely, of course. If you're exclusive, it's because you both feel like there's something special between you, something you don't want to share with anyone else. If you hate the thought of them sharing that kind of intimacy or pleasure with someone else, chances are you're making love and you've got feelings for them. They probably feel the exact same way about you if they're also making the active choice to share this experience with only you. 2. The way he looks at you. The way he looks at you when you have sex with someone, you might not look them in the eyes, because you'll be too busy admiring their chest and abs. If that's the case, you'll be more interested in each other's bodies than each other's souls. However, when you make love, you'll gaze into each other's eyes, because you'll want more than a physical connection. You'll want to create an emotional connection, as well. 3. Do you let your guard down? When you're having casual sex with someone, you might not be your true self with them. You might have great sex, but you're less likely to let yourself be vulnerable in front of them. This could be because you don't fully trust them or because you're not willing to share that side of yourself with just anyone. If you feel like you can explore certain aspects of your sexuality that you've not shared with anyone before, and you can let yourself just enjoy the moment, it's more likely to be making love than just having sex. You trust your partner and you feel safe and secure in terms of sharing your body and mind with them. You might find that you feel more confident about your body in front of them, or you feel happier telling them what you want in bed. Either way, you'll be more yourself with them as you want them to get to know the real you. 4. Sex is about the body, making love is about the mind, body and soul. Black and white, monochrome photography. Sex is a physical urge that one feels the need to get off and be happy by the end of it. Making love means that you're in sync with your partner, mind, body and soul. When you make love, you're connecting on more than one physical level. 5. Does it bring you closer together? Casual sex normally doesn't really mean much to either person involved, so it's more about physical stimulation than anything else. You might not feel any closer to them because you've not genuinely shared anything, other than your bodies, with each other. Making love, however, is a way of feeling closer to your partner, physically, sure, but emotionally, too. And is often a strong sign of a great, healthy relationship. It might be a way of showing you both really care about each other after a fight, for example, or of making each other feel better after a bad day. Either way, it's a way of solidifying both your bond and your relationship. 6. Is it regular or a one-off? If you've only slept with this person once, it's likely that it was just sex. Maybe it was something you were both in the mood for at the time, a quick fix that was convenient. It may be a one-night stand or a drunken thing with a close friend, but it's something that happened without much prelude or thought. If you're regularly sleeping with someone, there's a strong chance you're actually making love to each other. Essentially, you're getting to know each other's bodies and desires, and it's about mutually enjoying. Learning more about what the other prefers in bed. It's less about a selfish one-off to get what you want, and more about intimately pleasing your partner. 7. Is it one-sided or more tender? If the sex you're having is all about you both getting what you want, often as quickly as possible, it sounds like you're just hooking up. Just sex is often about getting what you want and solely enjoying the physical side of things. You might not be making sure the other person is also having a great time. If you're both taking the time to learn about each other and be more tender with each other, you're making love. It's probably less rushed, there's a lot more kissing and talking involved, and it's a lot sweeter than having just sex with someone you don't have feelings for. They're probably more focused on making sure you have a great time, too, as opposed to just getting their own kicks. 8. Do you feel emotionally fulfilled? If you leave them feeling like you've shared something special and let someone see a hidden side to you, you've probably just made love with someone you really care about. That level of physical intimacy opens up so much more emotional fulfillment than a casual hookup does. You might feel more secure in your relationship, more confident in yourself, and more loved. If you've just had a great time and feel sexually satisfied, that's probably all it is. You'll walk away feeling content, but not in love. There'll be no butterflies, you won't call your BFF to share the sweet things your partner said to you, and you won't spend any time daydreaming about how cute they are. 9. The way he kisses you. The way he kisses you. Pay close attention to the way that your man kisses you during intercourse. If he's mostly using tongue, then you're probably having sex. However, if he gives you tender kisses on your forehead and cheeks, then you're probably making love. 10. The way he touches you. The way he touches you. Instead of paying attention to where he's touching you, you should pay attention to the way that he touches you. If he's being rough, then you're having sex. But if he's being gentle and admiring every inch of your skin, then you're making love. 11. Your relationship status. Your relationship status. If you're having a one-night stand or sleeping with your friends with benefits, then you're probably having sex. Why? Because your goal is to keep things casual. Meanwhile, if you're in a serious relationship with someone you genuinely care about, then you've probably been making love more often than having sex. 12. How you feel about each other. How you feel about each other. You can have sex with someone you're in love with, and you could make love to someone you're supposed to be in a casual relationship with. It doesn't matter how you feel about the person overall. What matters is how you feel in the moment. If you two got caught up in the heat of the moment and tear each other's clothes off, you're having sex. But if you're both in a romantic mood and are admiring each other's bodies, you're making love. 13. Sex is about me, while making love is about us. Human action, person, black and white, black, man, having sex, for many, is a selfish act whereby someone wants to experience the most amount of pleasure and satisfaction. Making love means listening to one another, being intuitive and having the goal of enjoying the experience while both parties have an amazing and satisfying merging of the souls. 14. The pace. The pace. When you have sex with someone, everything can feel rushed. You'll want to tear each other's clothes off without thinking things through, because you can't wait to feel each other's skin. However, when you make love, you'll take things a little slower, because you'll enjoy the moments before intercourse as much as the moments during intercourse. You'll engage in foreplay to make sure that the moment feels right before moving on to the next step. 15. The way he talks to you. The way he talks to you. If you're talking dirty and growling out words, then you're having sex. If you're talking softly and going on about how much you love one another, then you're making love. The words you use and the tone you use can tell you a lot about what type of intercourse you're having. 16. Does it feel romantic? Sex is often just about convenience. You're both attracted to each other and it feels good, so why not? Neither of you will probably make much of an effort to make it feel special or sweet, it's just physical. So why bother, right? Making love is all about romance. Maybe there are candles or sexy lingerie involved. Maybe you've been wined and dined in the build-up to sharing this moment with each other. Either way, if you're both setting the mood and building the passion, it's about more than just sex. You care about how the other person feels and want them to feel good about themselves, to feel seduced and cared about. 17. Making love means the possibility of saying goodbye. Human action, black and white, person, monochrome photography, monochrome. If you're having sex, there is no real threat of having to say goodbye. When you're making love, it means that you feel passionately about someone and you love them with every fiber of your being. The vulnerability and the stakes are high because there is a chance things might end with the person you love. You can have sex with someone one day and make love to the same person the next day. It all depends on your attitude at the time of the event. Of course, neither type of intercourse is better than the other. They're both a blast. Have you ever made love before? Now, if you want to be successful in romantic relationships and know more, subscribe to my channel. I made many tutorials for you. I will kiss you, my dear.